Hey, good morning. It is a not so lovely day here in the north of France, about 8 degrees. Wind coming from the north, which makes it feel even colder. But today is still a good day because I'm gonna apply the first things I learned about permaculture in my garden by planting companion plants. I'll tell you later on what that is, because first I want to show you what I did here back when the sun was still shining.
Flashback.
I've got a trough here, it looks like, so for feed for cattle. It's right here. As you can see, it runs from here to there, and there's some grassy stuff in there, but okay, small intermezzo, because I wanted to get the soil in there loose and I needed a hoe, which I don't seem to have, but I did find this. So it's a little rusty. There's still a bit of the handle in there, so I'll have to get that out. Maybe grind this up a bit so that it's nice and sharp, and so I can go through all of this to get the soil nice and loose. And then I'll add another layer of compost on top, and then I'll put in onions. So I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is the first time that I'm grinding a hoe. That I'm doing this, but it looks good. So let's see if it works. Alright, so I think this looks good. Nice black soil. There should be a lot of nutrients in them for onions. That's what I've decided upon. And these are already starting to grow, so I should put them into the ground quickly. I think they should be 10 centimeters apart, roughly. So that's about this bit. And I'm not gonna water them because it's gonna rain tomorrow all day, and yeah, this should be good.
Fin du flashback.
Okay, so these have been in the ground for about 5 days, and you can see them coming up now here and over there. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them and get all the weeds out between them, but these are gonna do well. Now it's time to plant the carrots, which I talked about earlier, and I'm gonna plant them near a vegetable that I totally forgot I had. Okay, so this is my rhubarb. When we bought this house last year, I saw it standing here in this corner of the garden. I didn't pay much attention to it because I was way too busy with other things, and I'm really glad to see that it just came back this year. But it needs some love, so I'm gonna clear all the weeds around it and also make room to sow my carrots and the other companion plant right here. Look at that. Some lovely breathing space for my rhubarbs, which is, by the way, almost the same word in French, rhubarbe. So those have got some breathing space. For the other bit of the garden where I want to put my carrots, I haven't put them in yet. I haven't put any compost on it, as I did around the rhubarb. And the reason is that soil there is very compact. It almost looks like clay.
Le lendemain.
Okay, day 2. The weather's gotten a little bit better. I did a bit of reading up on clay ground and what to do with it when you want to put plants in it. And one of the things you can do is just put compost on it. And as it happens, I've got a lot of compost. So that's what I'm going to do now. And while I'm doing that, oh, look at the sun. Oh, this is lovely. while I'm doing that, maybe the other me can tell you a bit about permaculture and companion planting. Now, what are these companion plants I keep going on about? Well, it's actually very simple. They're plants that do really well together, and that can be for all numbers of reasons. Take for instance peas. Peas like to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere into the soil. And if you plant broccoli next to them, that's beneficial for the broccoli because broccoli needs a lot of nitrogen. So the same goes for my carrots. I'm planting leeks next to them, and leeks repel carrot flies. And in the same way, carrots repel leek moths. So they're beneficial to each other. And the great thing about this is I won't need any pesticides and everything stays all natural. All right, seeds are in the ground. We're almost done for today. For those of you who are wondering how my compost pile is doing, I'll show you in a bit. These seeds will take a couple of weeks to grow. I'll keep track of their progress, post it on YouTube, follow this channel if you want to track their progress as well. And with that, I think I've said everything I wanted to say. So let's check out the compost pile. You probably would not have guessed it, but compost piles are just like people. If you want to know how they're doing, take their temperature. So same with the compost pile. If it's warm, it's working. And I put the thermometer in there and look at this. It is, well, it's working. You know, ideally I'd want it to be here in the yellow or in the green zone. It's not at the moment, but it's at about 24 degrees, and it's the outside temperature here is 13 degrees, so it's definitely doing something. So I'm still excited about it. I'll keep an eye on it, keep you guys updated. Thanks for watching.